gentlemen, this is Ballet Ring. Today, your most trusted, very favorite ballet nerds on the internet are taking our maiden voyage into the wonderful world of manga.
You guys have been asking us to review how ballet is portrayed in the world of manga. Specifically, this manga called La Magnifique Grande Scene.
We've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yes.
From you guys. So we are taking this as the perfect excuse to grab some boba, read it together, and share our thoughts.
So consider this your invitation to a super cozy, ballet nerdy manga reading boba date, complete of course with our extremely certified reaction and first impression of the manga.
So with that being said, if you guys are ready to come with us on this little adventure, then hit the like button and let's get going. Woo.
Korean fried snack cafe. 4 of our favorite words in one establishment. Hope you're hungry. We got a tteokbokki. We also got a potato hot dog, and I think it's like a mozzarella hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a guy on a tiny bike.
I'm hoping he comes back. I'll blur your face out for privacy reasons, but the tiny bike, like,
The tiny bike.
you gotta admit. So the manga Le Magnifique Grande Scene. I'm not French enough to pronounce that, I'm so sorry.
Apologies.
Also, the English title is The Magnificent Grand Scene.
Yes.
And this is a manga that is created by the author Cuvie. And this is a multi-part series. I think there's 27, according to my limited research on this manga. Most of them are not translated. I think there's only 10 English translated. But anyways, it's about a young girl, Kanade, and she has her first experience with ballet after watching an older girl, Risa, at a ballet performance, and obviously she falls in love with it.
Of course.
Wants to start ballet.
Who wouldn't?
And so the series kind of follows her journey through the world of ballet with all the successes, the joys, the disappointments, the pain that comes along with a career in ballet.
We've heard really, really good things about this manga, but this is going to be kind of our maiden voyage into the world of manga as a whole.
We're going to be reading the first chapter of this manga.
Yeah.
We're going to be giving you guys our very certified opinions on the portrayal of ballet,
The illustrations.
yeah, the art style, and everything that we have to say about this manga. We'll try not to give too many spoilers.
No, not too many spoilers, but we will give you our very subjective opinions on this manga. So anyway, we're gonna eat lunch and we're going to get reading.
Let's do it.
What do you guys want? Choose anything you want.
Beautiful spot by the window. We have seating. We have seating, you guys.
Anyway, we got the best seat in the house and we are here with the manga of today. First impression, like very, very, very first impression of the cover impression. Quite good.
They say don't judge a book by its cover, but you know.
We're hardcore judging the book by its cover.
And so far our judgment is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So far.
Anyway, we have bubble tea. We're all set to go.
We'll share our thoughts as we go.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
So right off the bat, we were actually really impressed with the absolutely stunning artwork in this manga. It's clear that Cuvie put a ton of research into making the gestures and ballet positions as accurate as possible.
I'm actually impressed that the very first mention of ballet is Les Solfège.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting something like Nutcracker,
Swan
Lake, something like that. But the fact that they got
Les Solfège.
Taste, honestly.
I respect
Mad
that.
respect.
I have a deep-seated love for Les Solfège because of the music and also just the vibes.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful, beautiful ballet. Highly recommend.
The first storyless ballet. That was just ballet for ballet's sake and nothing else. I'm glad that they wrote that. I'm glad they included that.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
It's this performance of Les Solfège that sparks Kanade's interest in ballet, and of course, like most of us young, excited ballet students, she begs her parents to let her start taking ballet classes.
I just say, like, the conversation she's having with her parents right now is so accurate to, like, the conversation that we've had with our parents as well, growing up as dancers. I know for Jordan, it was like Jordan fell first for ballet.
100%.
Like, she knew right away it was going to be her thing. I didn't know that I was too deep in it until I was too deep
Until
in
you
it.
were too deep in it.
So I was like, oh yeah, I can quit at any time. It's not
Yeah.
a big deal. I'll quit at any time.
Yeah.
Like an addict. And so now, like, however many years later, I'm still dancing, still obsessed.
Exactly. And now we have a ballet YouTube
That's
channel,
how
so
things
like
work.
that's just how it works.
Small anecdote.
It smells like books. Makes me happy. Wish you were here.
Even though it's just the first chapter, we already got to see a lot of common beginning ballet student experiences, from the frustration of that initial learning curve to the starry-eyed awe of watching the upper levels in class. I like how clearly she did the illustrations here. Like, you can, from this panel alone, you can tell that they're doing a montage. Like, I love that. It's so clear. You can see, like, the piqué turn and just the way that their arms are. It's very clear and really well done.
Yeah, it is.
I love how they capture movement in these scenes. Genuinely impressive. Like, it feels like it's moving.
I think this is us. This is where we're meant to be. We are mystery and suspense.
You're mystery, I'm suspense.
The teaching scenes were also really well researched, which is not always easy to get in media portrayals of ballet.
These are all valid notes here. Your right leg too low. Your toe should be above your knee. Yes, in your passe position. Landing in fifth. Always. You will always have to hit fifth in ballet. My God, I think landing in fifth is like one of the most common notes that you're gonna get from a ballet teacher. Land in fifth. Land in fifth. Land in fifth. Can I just express the fact that I wish my fifth looked this good when I was like 7. My fifth still looks nothing like this. And I am what? 21? I think it's a bit unfair. But I digress. This manga also doesn't shy away from the more painful side of ballet and the ever-present danger of injuries that come with the art form. This is true, you guys. Be careful. You cannot go on point prematurely.
Do not try it. It's serious business.
There are a lot of students who have gone on point really young, like at 9 or some even 7.
I've seen that. It's not unheard of, but objectively speaking, not just subjectively, objectively speaking, it is not the best for you because the ligaments are still young.
Yeah, the
bones are still
young,
soft.
and
So
you're putting your whole weight on these young, soft, malleable bones.
yeah, like even if you're technically strong enough, hypothetically, like when you're 7, you probably won't be, but if it was possible, it's still better to wait until you're at least 12, 13. I'd say is probably
Like
the standard cutoff.
It's like that's as early as possible.
That's as early as you should be going. I think I started, I was 12. Honestly, there's theories that if you wait even longer, you won't actually be behind. You would be further ahead by delaying it because your technique is stronger when you actually start.
There are theories. Let us know your experiences.
Yeah, everyone has their own take on it, but objectively, 12 to 13.
12 to 13.
Healthiest.
Sneaky, sneaky.
We also found the depictions of little Kanade absolutely adorable and scarily accurate to our experiences as baby ballet dancers.
This is me when I was 6 years old, studying, like hyper-fixating in the mirror trying to replicate what I saw on stage and getting disappointed like every single time. This is you at 4 years old.
Even today, some days. Who am I kidding, honestly? Sometimes that is actually a whole mood.
Kanade reminds me of Eden when she was 4. Like extremely self-competitive, not competitive with other people necessarily, although like internally she was, but like with herself. No, this was definitely Eden.
I'm like bursting into tears mid-ballet.
Mid-ballet class, just because it doesn't look exactly like a professional dancer on day 1. Yeah, that was Eden.
She's outing me to the whole internet, you guys.
The performance scenes, all in all, were very well done also, as they sort of give us a glimpse of what Risa's thinking during her variation.
You guys, it's a cliffhanger. I can't stand cliffhangers. I need to get chapter 2. I can't believe it's over. Actually, I kind of enjoyed it more than I thought. It was actually quite interesting to read.
From this first chapter, it was already quite accurate in a lot of places.
I think it was too. I mean, just the weight of the commitment, starting ballet from a very serious standpoint was there. Obviously, the natural frustrations that come with ballet technique.
Yeah, when you start classes and you realize it's not actually easy at all.
I think the characters were adorable. Kanade is, I mean, she's a cutie patootie. Risa, obviously, kind of like the big sister figure, also kind of like the inspiration for the whole story. But you also see a little bit of like the realistic side of sort of her mythicness, I suppose.
In terms of the portrayal and like the illustration of ballet in this manga, honestly, like I was pretty impressed.
The artwork was honestly beautiful. It's I'm very impressed. I'm very much impressed. There were a couple scenes here and there where the anatomy was not exactly balletically accurate, but
in
honestly,
the sheer volume of beautifully illustrated artworks in this manga,
easily, you know, passable.
Yeah.
I think they established like some of the beautiful sides of ballet, like the stage and like just the beauty of it. They also highlighted some of like the deeper parts of it that kind of go overlooked. Obviously the frustrations and the whole thing with the point shoes. Talking about the risks of, you know, starting point work too early or prematurely. We had some injury scenes in here as well. So like they did a really good wide sweep across like, you know, ballet in general in just the first chapter.
I won't lie though, this felt really short.
Honestly, yeah, it felt really short. That went by way too fast. Honestly, I could probably sit here and keep reading, but
I'm very interested now for chapter 2. I kind of want to.
Yeah, I'm
get into
genuinely
the next
curious. I would love to read chapter 2. But chapter 1 was actually delightful. The story is beautiful. The illustrations are charming. So, anyways, first impression of ballet manga, I would say would definitely continue reading. Yeah. Actually, like I'm genuinely interested to see where Kanade goes. What happened to Riza after this terrifying performance? I would love to know.
Yeah. We'll put it in invested out of 10.
And invested out of 10.
Invested out of 10.
For now, we finished bubble tea.
Yeah.
And we finished our sister date because we still have plenty of sunlight left.
So there you have it, you guys. That was our manga reading and boba date with Ballet Rain. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully it was a little bit relaxing or just injected a little bit of joy into your day. If you guys have any other ballet media or literature that you would like us to consume for your enjoyment and entertainment, and our enjoyment and entertainment, let's be honest, then make sure you comment them all below. We'd be so happy to check them out, look into them, and hopefully have an opportunity to enjoy them together with you guys. Anyways, you guys, if you like the video, of course, and if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe to the channel because we would love to see you here again soon. We've done a couple more reviews on different various pieces of ballet media, which will all be compiled for your viewing enjoyment in a neat little playlist linked above and below. We want to give a huge thank you to our patrons, all of these delightful little souls that you see on the screen right now. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. And if you're watching right now and you haven't become a patron yet, but you would like to, then make sure you click the link in the description box or go to patreon.com/balletrain to become a patron and support our work over there. Anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Rain signing off. Until the next video. Bye!
Y'all, tell me why we're like about to leave and Jordan stopped to give a stranger skincare advice. I don't know how to explain this, but like is that not the most Jordan thing ever? I'm sweating, okay? So I'm gonna blur my face out. But Jordan, she's giving skincare advice to a stranger. I think they even exchanged numbers. Consider this me volunteering her skincare advice services. So like if you find her walking around IRL, consider this your permission to stop her and ask for skincare advice, because apparently she will stop and give it to you. This is why I love her. This is why I have the best sister in the whole world, okay you guys? And you wish you were me. So anyway, Jordan's great. That's all I have to say.
Hopefully you found it cozy, relaxing, or just otherwise humorous or enjoyable or entertaining or funny or I don't know. If it gave you any shred of joy in this short, painful life that we live, then make sure you tap the like button. Subscribe to the channel.
They're not gonna want to come on another date with
They're
us,
gonna be
Jordan.
like, please.
They're gonna be like, you're
Please.
weird.
I'm
I don't
ghosting
want
you.
We already have a blooper where I got up close to the elevator.
Did you get that on film?
I was following her out of the elevator and the door. I'm mortified. It was a Tuesday. Tuesdays inherently luck. And you can hear me go, oh god.